So let's come to a comfortable seated position, bringing our focus to the breath. As we inhale, the abdomen expands, and as we exhale, the abdomen contracts. And close your eyes, giving yourself this time to be with yourself. This special, precious time to simply be. And focusing on the breath brings us into present time. As the breath is happening present time, our mind can focus on the past or the future. And this is an opportunity for us to be in the present time. And when we're in the present moment, we're open to being in the presence, the divine presence. So I invite you to place your hands below your belly if you'd like. It's a way just to continue to ground yourself in your body, holding this part of your body where we hold our deepest feelings, our experiences. And as you hold the belly, you give yourself permission. It's safe to be in my depths. It's safe to be in the depths of who I am. And now leave one hand below the navel, bring the other hand to the heart, and let's deepen the breath. Breathing deep in the belly to the rib cage, to the chest. Holding the breath, focusing on top of the head. And when it's time for you, allow yourself to gently, gracefully exhale and let go. And you pause in the space at the completion of the exhalation. And then allowing yourself to open to receive the new breath. With each exhalation, you allow yourself to let go a little bit more. Relax a little bit more. And then receiving the breath, allowing yourself to open to receive, which is also a letting go. Getting out of the way, and I'm allowing myself to open to receive the breath as fully as possible. enjoying the space between the breath, and when it's time, allowing yourself to exhale. Exhale through the nostrils, or better yet, through the mouth. The powerful exhalation is to blow out first your lips, and like you're blowing out a candle. Just being with the breath, letting go as you exhale. And then when it's time to inhale, allow yourself to let go, to open to receive. Opening to receive. Being with the breath as you open to the experience of being breathed. I don't breathe by my own will, but by divine will. And I can't hold on to the breath forever. By divine will, I have to let go. I have to let go. I have to trust. I have to surrender. As we hold the hand by the belly, we connect to the yesod, which is our physical foundation. The breath moves to the heart. We connect to Tiferet, which is our emotional well-being. And on top of the head, we focus on the Keter, the crown. So we begin by embracing ourselves as multi-dimensional beings. We are physical beings. We are emotional beings. And ultimately, we are spiritual beings who have come to inhabit a physical body for a limited time. Just opening to that experience of letting go and knowing that God is breathing you, sustaining you, fortifying you, protecting you. And that whether you like it or not, you have to let go. Enjoy the experience of letting go, of trusting, of surrendering, relaxing, opening as you let go, going a little deeper inside. Slow, deep, conscious breathing, we can alter our state, our experience very easily. Allowing yourself to really be absorbed in the breath, feeling grateful to the experience of being breathed, grateful to the experience of letting go and going deeper. When you're ready, you can bring your hands down to your lap if you haven't done so already. We embrace ourselves as multi-dimensional beings. We're physical, we're emotional, and we're spiritual. Continuing to focus on the breath. So you bring yourself into being present in this moment. Letting go of wanting the moment to be different than it is, and allowing yourself just to be with what is. And if anything ever comes up for you, emotions get triggered or feelings, just allow yourself to breathe, to be with them, to relax around it. And we'll take a few moments just to check in on our physical body. Imagining that as you receive the inhalation, you receive this energy of nefesh, which is that energy that supports the functioning of the body, the prana, the chi, the nefesh. And imagine you can go inside your body, experiencing yourself from the inside. Wherever your consciousness goes, you radiate light to that part of the body. So filling all the organs in the torso with love and light. And if you note any tension, just breathe into it and give yourself permission to let go. Filling the torso with love and light, feeling appreciation and gratitude for all the organs that God orchestrated in each of our bodies to maintain our physical existence. As we express our appreciation, we're able to relax, and the nefesh, the chi, begins to flow more fully. Our body heals when the energy is flowing, nefesh energy. And visualize that energy flowing through the lower belly into the pelvic genital area, down the legs. Being grateful that you can stand in the world, that you have two legs. Now bringing your attention to the heart, center of Ruach, and just breathe into the heart now. Opening to that experience of being loved, whether we have love in the form of a person or not, we always have divine love. So allowing yourself to breathe into the heart, to receive. And once you receive, then you can share that love, and you don't lose it, it only intensifies. Now bringing your focus to the top of the head, seat of neshama. Focusing on the top of the head. Imagine that the top of the head opens. You can feel the energy moving in the head. Allowing that energy of the soul, neshama, to float into the top of the head, to the whole head. bringing your focus now to your ears, visualizing the light, the love flowing through your ears, purifying your ears, healing your ears. So to see and experience God speaking through your life experiences. Now bringing your focus to your eyes, filling that passageway of vision with light and love. So you see, experience the godliness. Into your mouth, purifying speech. The more pure our speech is, the more powerful our speech is. We have the power of blessing through our words, creating through our speech. Guard our tongue, to say in the prayer, so we'll live long. Now focusing on the nostrils, the sense of smell, purifying our smelling, which is really our intuition, that we can sense the essence. We know where to focus our attention, and where not to. Allowing yourself to soak in this experience of being filled with light and love on the inside, knowing that this is bringing you into harmony, to balance, rooting you in your center, so you're not easily at the effect of what is happening around you. Because you're centered. And we're aware of the higher levels of our soul, Haya and Yahida, that are outside of our physical body. being aware that you are not limited to a physical body. Your soul encompasses the body. Really absorbing this experience of the soul inside the body and outside of the body. One soul. Bringing ourselves into harmony. Strengthening our connection to Ein Sof, to God. And feeling your own personal yearning for deepening that connection. Knowing that that is the anchor to truth. That is the anchor to peace. Let that be your greatest yearning. We say in Psalm 27, I want to dwell in the house of God. I want to dwell in that consciousness of the oneness, divine oneness. I want to live in this physical body, in this physical world, and yet be connected to that which is above the physical, serving as that bridge, which is why we're here, to be that bridge, that connector. Allow yourself to think of what you can do when we're not in meditation that will help to plug you in. You can always plug in how to nurture yourself on a physical level. How to nurture yourself on an emotional level. Spiritual level. you're given that opportunity to let go of what has limited you. Let it go. Let go of any pain or suffering. Let it go. Bring yourself into greater alignment. We're preparing ourselves for Rosh Hashanah. We're letting go of the illusion that we are in control. It's said in the davening of Rosh Hashanah that it's decided who will live, who will die. Life and death are not in our hands. We're preparing to fix what is in our power to fix, to affirm that we will dedicate ourselves more to strengthening our divine connection through prayer, through giving tzedakah, or just giving love. And always being able to let go of what limits us and open to be more of a channel for God to work through us. We're preparing to meet the King, which means that there is divine order. There is a divine being, the creator, the sustainer. And now bringing your attention back to your breath. Returning to this moment. And I suggested that you have a piece of paper. I'm going to give you a few opportunities to choose something to do a writing meditation. And this is from my very first book, The Gift of a New Beginning, which has some of it's in Kabbalah month by month, some of it's in New Age Judaism, not all of it, but it was amazing. I wrote this book I got the call to write it on July 7th. I went to the Rebbe's kever, the Lubavitcher Rebbe, and they had this custom then to read the letters from the Rebbe, and they would say, it's like Jewish I Ching, and that would be a message for you. So I was and it was all in Yiddish. I was with a friend who spoke Yiddish, and we opened, and it had my name. It was my name at the time. I was married briefly, and it was that name. And the Rebbe said, write a book, and I will support you. And it's a whole story about that. But so I came back. That was July 7th. And I wrote a book, and the book was out before Rosh Hashanah and distributed in bookstores throughout the US. It was amazing. It was amazing. So I was looking at it because it has a lot of things from what I used to do in my classes with people. So I'm going to give you 2 suggestions if you have your writing paper. The first one is something that we haven't done. I want you to write, I suggest it's an option, to write a tribute to yourself, acknowledging the growth that you experienced this past year, to see yourself in the most positive light. And what you've done and how you've grown. And I suggest that you write this tribute to yourself in the second or third person. You can make it on the first person, but I think it will be interesting to experience it writing in the second or third person about the year that was, how you grew through the challenges that you faced, and to acknowledge your growth and to express whatever comes. This is just for you. It's stream of consciousness. And another writing episode is to imagine, like we'll do, which is something we have done before, to start writing. And you can do both, at another time. Now is a time in my life when and just allowing yourself to write stream of consciousness. Just allow yourself to write whatever comes through you. So you can do 1 or 2 of these exercises. And this is just for you. And you may find it valuable. And if you don't want to write, that's fine too. It's good to reflect and just to hold the space of the wonderful energy, blessing that we opened up to. Don't allow this to be a time of thinking, just allowing yourself to flow in the writing. Take another minute and you'll have time to keep writing. And if you can, I want us to have a few minutes to check in with each other. And you can write more later or during the week. And if you want, if ever you want to share something with me personally, you can always email me. So I want to thank you. This was sometimes one has ideas and then, I still try to put my idea, but I got so into the meditation. It was hard to bring myself back. But I did want us to kind of do some of the work on tshuva and preparing, and I think as we do this work, we can have a greater sense of the awesomeness of the holidays, the awesomeness of God, the awesomeness of our souls and of life. So I open the floor for any comments. And if anybody would like to share, we just have a few minutes. So feel free and, continue to write away. And it's a blessing to do this holy meditative writing. So if anybody wants to share in the few moments that we have, I'd love to hear.
Share.
Okay, Adel.
Hi, everyone.
Hello, Adel. She's back in Jamaica.
She's back in Jamaica, in Montreal.
Yeah. I thought maybe you were back in Queens.
Yeah, no. Oh, sorry. No. I did the unveiling from my mother yesterday.
Oh.
So this is where I am. This is the real place. Well,
yeah. May her neshama continue to ascend. And
May. Thank you.
Yeah.
Talking about what I accomplished. Just accomplishing that with my brothers and my sister-in-law. It was like, you hear stories about people about to get married and how complicated everything becomes. But thank God, it was a very spiritual event, and I'm very grateful. And now,
yeah, you did. It's such a big mitzvah that we do for our parents. It's such a big mitzvah, of burying them and, honoring them. And, so you should be blessed. I know it wasn't easy, but.
amen. Yeah, and I mentioned at the unveiling something that I learned from my 2-year bereavement group, where there was pressure to one of my friends said, well, when are you going to do the unveiling? Like it's not even our tradition to do an unveiling. And so Rabbi Tzura August, who's a dear friend of mine and who was leading our bereavement group, was saying, well, you know, the unveiling is also about unveiling your heart. And I thought, I said that this is what I learned about, you know, unveiling my heart from grief. So this is something that I've accomplished, you know, continued to accomplish this past year. So that was a very good thing to attune to. And just specifically to this meditation, I feel so much more grounded and calm. You know, once I get to the level, you know, into the breathing, and there's sort of a transition between like the stress that I feel, and then suddenly I'm in like free. It's like
Right.
just like it's like a leap. It's a leap of faith has happened.
Right. You've left the world of Maya and into the world of God. The world, you know, and that's a blessing. And that's such a blessing. And we don't realize what a blessing it is so much, you know, until you're there. And when you're there, you're lifting up everybody else.
Right. Yes. Because it's like, as you were saying, purification. You know, not the little burdened person, but like, oh, there's space here now, and like, you know, and the boundaries have been softened tremendously.
Right. How special. How awesome. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
To me,
great.
it's such a, you know, in the meditation too, I may start and I feel in one way, and in the course of the meditation,
well, as always, this is
change.
Exactly perfect, what I needed. Letting go, you have to let go. I mean, like I have so much stress the past.
Is highest Sarah, is that you speaking?
No, it is not me. It's somebody else.
Oh, okay. What were you saying something? Okay, I'm confused.
I was not the person that was speaking, so this is Haya Sarah.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Who was speaking?
No worries.
Well, the floor is open for another moment or two, and then I'm going to call on the beloved Sarah, who will sum it all up in a few minutes. She crystallizes it and brings it down to earth. But anyway, somebody else could speak right before. Not to put you on the spot, Sarah. Judith.
I had a different experience. What I felt, I had a very hard time staying with the meditation at the beginning. There was some kind of resistance going on. And I felt as if the energy that was coming down was completely unbalanced between the left and the right side.
Mm.
Pressure on the left side of my head was intense. I wasn't sure what that was about. I wasn't even sure that it was actually my energy. When I feel source energy, it feels coherent and consistent. And this felt really different. And I was trying to figure out what was happening instead of focusing on the meditation. But after a while, it started to rebalance more. And when we came into the writing, it was amazing what came out for me.
Wow. So maybe all of that was the preparation, so everything will be crystallized into the writing.
Maybe, I don't know, but it literally felt like it was complete out of balance.
Well, you know, I think sometimes I mean, I think it's best in meditation that we try not to understand, and we observe, we witness, and we can note, okay, this scares me a little bit, or this bewilders me, but just noting that, and because you can't figure it out. But it will always, you will, if you hold the space and you relax around it, you'll come more into balance. Yeah, great, thank you, thank you. So, Sarah, would you like to say something? Hello, Sarah.
Yes, I would. Thank you. So today I have, well, it's been happening, but both my hands, I can hardly use them. It hurts to close them, and it's from overuse at my job. And so I was feeling very sad and burdened by this. But through your breathing, I was able to feel acceptance with not being able to use my hands so much today, and feel that it's not, that there's so much more beyond just what is it I'm doing with my hands. And I actually fell asleep for the first time, which I was so proud of. And I was still like half awake, but I just let go so much and was so at peace that I fell asleep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I always think it's a blessing to fall asleep in meditation. You know, as you get more rest than you do natural, especially if you've been in pain. That falling asleep is a blessing. That's why I hope that your that the pain in your hands subsides. You know, that you can
I
accept
think
it.
allowing it to be rested is
Yes.
helpful. Yeah.
It's going to help. Yeah, when we overuse something, then it reacts, and if we can relax around it, and we'll often return to balance. So we bless you that you should return to balance, and everybody who's having some kind of physical challenge or any kind of challenge, you know, that we can relax around it, and it will we will return to balance. Relaxing. Yeah.
Amen.
Okay, so Wednesday's class, the Duties of the Heart class is going to be on Wednesday at 3:30. So we'll be a little different. I hope that will work. We'll see how it works for people. And you saw, you know, if you subscribe to the YouTube channel, you'll get notice when there's YouTubes, and enjoy the YouTubes. Yeah, everybody asked for recordings for so long. I haven't gotten the recordings from the first year of teaching, but there are a lot of recordings there. And one person shared that she's listening to one every day.
Mm.
And that's really, it's cumulative the more we do it. Today, I almost felt like, oh, I wish we could have meditated for 2 hours. One of these days, we'll do that. Anyway, I thank you so much. It's always a pleasure, and look forward to seeing people again on Wednesday or next Monday. So take good care, and many
Thank you
love
so
and
much.
blessings. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, Elaine. Hi. I know I was saying, oh, I didn't
Thank
call
you.
on Elaine. She likes to talk and share.
It's
Next
okay.
time.
I'll be quiet tonight. I listen
Okay.
to everyone else.
Okay. Thank
So,
you.
so you're doing Wednesday, because I missed the beginning. Wednesday now?
Wednesday, we're going to try Wednesday at 3:30 for the
Okay.
Duties of the Heart class. I
Okay.
thought the class the last week was very,
It was excellent. It would be
Uh,
nice to build from that.
yeah, to
those
keep building, and that class is not in the recordings yet, but yeah, I think the Duties of the Heart class is
It was excellent.
it's special. Okay, all right, everybody.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Have a good
Bye.
evening. Bye.